feels fresh.
Welcome back, guys, to Project Zero. Rishabh here with another video podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Patreon, so on and so forth. What you see is what you get. Take a look over here. And we have a bunch of mass receipts. Of course, behind is the the Domino's pizza box we covered in previous videos. But first of all, 3 questions. First of all, what's the main highlight of your day? How you been doing? Okay. How's everything faring for you? Secondly, of course, what do you have any frustrations you feel like venting out? You know, if anything, just don't post anything private, but just generally speaking, you can vent your frustrations in YouTube comments, Reddit, and Discord. I'll always try to get to your thoughts and your comments, and I always love to hear what you guys are going through, because I'm sharing something and you guys can share something too. And the third thing to share, of course, is you can swap this one out, but if you have something related to mass purchases and receipts and places you've eaten outdoors or with friends or family, feel free to comment that below, because that's what we're covering here. Lots of receipts or any supplies you purchased, and for what reason, right? So tell me about it. I'd be interested to hear. Or you can swap that third question out for something really simple. Leave a joke, leave a meme, lighten everything up. This channel really needs to lighten up the atmosphere. Okay, it's time to put this stuff down now. We're just going to switch scenes here to the backdrop, I guess. Oh, shoot. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. All right, then. Let's just kind of throw that away for now. Okay, back to the backdrop. Basically, this is what... Why is that showing? Is this like a display capture? What's going on? Edge browser. Edge browser showing. Sorry guys, there's just a little bit of technical issue there. It's not supposed to show that, but thankfully there's not too much that I did show. I had the browser switched over to basically what we'll be discussing later in this video, which is some income tax claims. It's a continuation of all the receipts that we did. So what I want to say is that, of course, we went through 2 bundles of receipts. We have 4.5 bundles to go through. And that thing you just saw, that blurb right now, that flash, was a browser tab of a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet used to capture all the expenses throughout the year for business and project related expenses. And unsurprisingly, this project, Project Jira, or Graham's Slice of Life, is part of that. Speaking of which, the introduction I've done in a bit. So Graham's Slice of Life, you know, SOL, IRL, Slice of Life, in real life, mishmash. Together create this virtual authentic, virtual VR authentic. Wow, I noticed that this is not panning out so well. It's it's like comments blocking my face. Virtual reality kind of thing, where you can contain the domains of life, like relationships, finance, money, housing, food, friends, and so on and so forth. And then you got the other side, which is like self-improvement, therapy, recovery, you know, artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, all these interesting kind of conceptual things, abstract, and then all these kind of physical, tangible things put together to create a daily lesson for those who are orphans. Grandpa's Slice of Life, because I feel like a grandfather. Not to be, that's not like an arrogant thing, it's like literally the experience I've had, unfortunately and fortunately. All right, so, and I've talked about that before. Let's get to the receipts. Okay, I know adulting can be boring, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit interesting as much as I can. So we covered 2 bundles of receipts previously, and I said, you know, actually, I want to show you guys right now. So in this Domino's pizza I showcased, right? I said that I would put the receipts in a previous episode inside this cartridge. So you can see for recycling, there's a bunch of receipts now. So the first, probably, I don't know, 35 receipts or so are inside there now. It's in a greasy kind of box. It's not really easily recyclable, but whatever. You know, you do what you do. We still haven't finished punching in all of the expenses. We have done it. We have done the entry for all the locations and for eating, all the locations for eating. So for example, the ratings and the phone numbers and addresses. So some of the receipts for places we've eaten. But in terms of cataloging the expenses, we did not do that. So if I want to give you an example before we start getting through the receipts, I could switch over to this spreadsheet right here and showcase you that on display or on the backdrop right here. Right, we can just throw it on here, right? The Edge browser for a moment, and it's not showcasing. There we go. So this is a spreadsheet with all the information, right? For wow, that's too much. For the Pizza Hut, the Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Plaza, the links. Of course, we updated the most recent ones up here, right? And we will continue to. And then the other spreadsheet, if I go over to display, maybe so you can see it a little bit bigger, right? It's going to be in the title, so it's pretty important that I show you. So this is the spreadsheet for the food and stuff, but there's going to be a spreadsheet, and there is a spreadsheet right here, literally of the income taxes, and this is one's out of date, covering for example, the square footage area of the current residence that I've been using for business related purposes or the project. And then there's even a more up-to-date one here on the side here, and this spreadsheet really breaks down everything. Now obviously we're not showing any real detail, you can barely make out what some of this stuff is, but you can probably recognize AppSumo and Home Depot. So Home Depot for home decor, one's for transit, one's for AppSumo, and then there's a storage unit. So that's about it, and that I'm going to show you nothing else because it's too private. You can see there's some purchases here, but there's nothing here that you can make out that would reveal anything. There's no invoice numbers or anything like that. So that's something that I just wanted to drop by and showcase in brief detail, because now what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to head straight on over to the backdrop and start knocking through these receipts as much as we can. So I'm going to get rid of the Edge browser for now. And usually if we do get the Edge browser, we're supposed to put a royalty graphic or something like that, like a border resizable like that to make it look nice, but we didn't do it. It doesn't matter. By Edge. So now it's all receipts, man. Let's just run through it. We have 2.5 bundles left to go. These are pretty large bundles, large stashes. So let's get started. And again, every time we pass through a receipt, we're going to evaluate the total cost, but also more importantly, is there anything that we can claim as business expenses through the project or through the business in health science? And then secondly, was there any food, any meals particularly that we ate with friends and so on and so forth that we could say was networking or just hanging out? So first of all, bundle number 3. We did 2 bundles the previous episode. So over here we start off with McDonald's. There's peanut butter and strawberry jam for free. That's something notable. Vanilla iced coffee, that's the summer deal, medium. And then 2 strawberry pies. So this is very interesting, These are all interesting items here. Strawberry jam and peanut butter. That's for free. You can just choose it when you're on the display or ask them in person. The summer iced coffee, really cheap, $2. Anyways, total of $7.38. Put that down. That's the first receipt down of like 50. Popeyes is next. Over here we purchased the what? It was only a drink. We were downtown. This one's worth mentioning. I was downtown trying to what was I doing down there? I think I was exploring a certain area by Harborfront. If you don't know what that is, that's great, because I'm not going to disclose to you my location, but basically I was downtown, and next by the shore there's lots of luxury kind of condominiums and stuff like that. We don't know who says condominiums anymore. We just say condos, but yeah, we used to say condominiums and stuff like that. It's really nice, peaceful area, and my PTSD stricken self really love that kind of area, sitting there and stuff. Got thirsty. Popeyes, that's the only place that was cheap enough for $2.81. Next, we got 2 receipts here from Foodie Mart. So these are Chinese supermarkets. This is the cheaper one. TNT is the more expensive one. So in the hot food dim sum section, they have a dim sum section and a hot food section. So dim sum. Okay, so seems like this was one I ate with a friend, so we both chipped in for this. There's like some deep fried tofu. There was like some flat beef noodles, really tasty. We also had like some chicken as well. Anyways, 25.61. So I believe my friend chipped in about $12. No, yeah, chipped in roughly half, and then I chipped in roughly half as well. In addition, I also went. This one I purchased myself because both of us forgot to get a drink. That's kind of stupid. We were so thirsty for drinks over there. I had to say for drinks. You can't just say you're thirsty. That's kind of weird. Anyways, lingo right there. So Master Kong Jasmine Tea, $3.18. So I paid this myself. He gave me a loonie. Okay. To offset some of that. So that's 2 foodie margin. So actually I can possibly claim this as a meal of networking. I'm going to pass that down there. That's something that I can probably claim for business. But the drink one, I'll just toss it aside. Walmart and no frills. Okay, a single one of each. So Walmart, this one has and by the way, the date for this seems to be these receipts seem to be in June as well. So these are also very recent, but these are very recent ones. These are late June. So for example, this Walmart is like June the 18th. Anyways, the only thing I bought here was the orange Powerade. We talked about this before. It's $1.13. It's a single dollar and 700 milliliters, and it's free of sugar. So if you ever needed something to drink, that's great. No frills over here. I don't go to no frills as often as I used to. Again, I'm speaking fast because guys, there's a lot to get through. But yeah, $3.33 for PC kettle chips and bananas. This was way back. No, this is just recently, just like last week. So also in June 23rd. I don't see it here, so I guess I ate already. $3.33. Dollarama. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 receipts from Dollarama, and we're about to wrap up this bundle. So we have AAA batteries, $1.23, $1.25. We're not going to claim this. It's only for like less than $2, so it's not worth. Gatorade and orange chocolate. Now what that orange chocolate is one of my favorites. It's Terry's orange chocolate. So Terry's, you should remember that. It's like something you get from like a Mondelez subsidiary. Great. It's like dark chocolate and orange flavor. It's great, and you just smash it. They had those commercials a couple of years ago, and they don't do that anymore because they don't advertise junk food, but whatever. $6.21. I mean $6.31. I notice how far away the face cam is from me. If I can, I want to brighten it a little bit more. Show my face. Nice. Yeah? Yeah, it's just too dark. Okay. Next, Dollarama. We have Dr. Pepper. Dollarama again. Spices, basil leaves, bacon bits, and chicken seasoning. I want to try the chicken seasoning because it has like dried garlic and dried onions. And, add some dried vegetables and some fiber a little bit. Basil, chicken seasoning, bacon bits, and dummy camera, pliers, rug. All right, this is something I can claim definitely. The rug, maybe not, but the pliers and the dummy camera for the project for sure. Yeah, that's definitely for the project. Okay, so we can claim that. Roughly about $10 in there worth of claimable stuff. If we include the rug, it'd be like $15. The total, the receipt is about $21.17. That's because the rug, the pliers, and the camera, the security camera, all three of them cost $5 each roughly. Next, 2 more Dollarama receipts. We have a 24 pack. Wait, what? No way. Yeah, 24 pack of what? Tissues. Right, so these are just red tissue napkins. Then you have batteries. Once again, it's like $1.25 plus a 16-cent eco fee. So it's like $1.50 of batteries and paper napkins. Together they would, and then there's a Gatorade there, but if you deduct the Gatorade, it's about $3 worth of supplies that I would use for the project, but it's so little, it just sounds so petty. So let's not do that. Dollarama. Yeah, anything under $5 I try not to claim. Anyways, except for the Home Depot thing, because that was very clear. Home Depot, right? It's like, all right, Dollarama, orange. chocolate orange, Terry's orange. I bought that more than once because it tastes so good. Rice crackers and Gatorade berry. Just trying something new. Gatorade berry. I want to see what it tastes like. It's the new Fit brand. $6.30. Okay. Next, the last two receipts here are from Rexall and from Longo's. Longo's is an Italian, rather expensive grocery store chain, high end. It's like, think of Whole Food Marts, you know, high end, higher end groceries. Anyways, here I was just kind of celebrating, I believe, and it was. So this one here is I was kind of celebrating the fact that I actually got a place for community housing. So I was happy. So okay, let's have a celebration meal. And my caseworker said, you know, he texted me, he's like, you know, I want to break the news to you, man. But anyways, you know, go celebrate. I said, I definitely did. So what do we buy? We bought some spicy plantain chips. It's like $1.70. Fair trade bananas, just every time I go to the grocery store, I try to get bananas. If they have the produce section, not all of them do. Walmart doesn't have a produce section, neither does Dollarama. Muffins, we bought like 2 muffins here. Like 1 muffin and 1 pastry. And then we went to cold bar and salad bar. The cold salad bar and the hot food section, and those are the most expensive. So the cold bar cost me $8 something because I bought like these, you know, all bunch of different things. They have like mango salad, they have like chicken salad, they had like these like weird different types of coleslaw, and there's like crab meat, fake crab meat. And the small buffet bar, that was really good too, $6. So $8 from the cold bar, $6.50 for the small buffet bar roughly. So about like $15 of food just from that section. And I believe I took chicken there. It was like or some ribs. Anyways, $23.70. I would say that I would like to claim this. It's $23.70, so $24, but I can't because I didn't use it as it was just for celebration. It wasn't, I didn't eat with anyone, so it's not a big expense. Rexall, okay, Rexall is surprising. Right, we went downtown, we couldn't find a place to actually get, we searched for our no frills to see if they would sell nail clippers, and I lost mine, I thought, but I found it again, so now I have 2 nail clippers. It's alright, because we need a spare. But long story short, I see Spotify having its own ad. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Spotify, don't advertise yourself, please. But Rexall, okay. So $3 net 40 cents. It is an item that I use for hygiene, but it's not a business item. So I'm gonna put it down here. And besides, even if you want to claim it for business expenses, it'd be kind of weird saying that's something from Rexall is for business, for medical expenses. All right. Something fell down. Keys fell down. Just gonna put it down to the side here. Both of them. We'll talk about these in the future. Okay, so the first bundle is done, and I can tell you that for the most part, the Rexall, most of these are not to be claimed. There's really only one, what is it? Some supplies here, and a meal. So one receipt for supplies, one receipt for meal. So the rest here, mostly like 10 receipts here, are all to be trashed. I should mention that from the previous bundle, from the previous videos, I have worked through 2 receipts already. So that's the, seems like the KFC and Japanese Express receipts I worked through over on the Excel spreadsheet for the restaurant. So that's also for garbage now. And typically what do you do with receipts? I just tear it in half just to make sure that, you know, before I put it inside the Dollarama bag and inside the Dominion pizza, not Dominion, the Domino's pizza, sorry. Just tear it in half, maybe tear it again one more time,